Hi guys, this is Cyril, aka Sinad. You're welcome to the Cloud Journey HQ. So today I just want to drop something real quick, and it's just going to be about AWS versus Azure. So many people ask which cloud platform is best for beginners, and this is why I'm making up this video so we can understand some of the fundamental differences and also the resources that makes these services unique or these platforms unique. So this presentation will guide you through the basic cloud computing and to compare these two platforms together, we are going to explore some of the core services, the career opportunities, and also the free resources that you could actually leverage on to get started into these two platforms. Now, let's dive right into this. The next thing we're going to learn is cloud computing. So I would like to just chime in about cloud computing definition as the renting of powerful computers and services from the internet instead of owning them. All right, so some of the benefits that you could get from this is the cloud providers like AWS and Azure offers effectiveness, efficiency, scalability, cost saving, high availability, elasticity, and so on and so forth. So these features allow you to do similar thing even though you use AWS or Azure. Now, for the fact they are similar, there are still some differences in the terminologies they give their services. But for now, the overview we have here is that for AWS, the pioneer of cloud computing, they're actually known for their vast range of services and global reach. However, Azure is known for its seamless integration with Microsoft products, popular among enterprise using Windows-based applications and environments. So AWS can give you some other non-Microsoft product because they actually the pioneer of cloud computing platforms. However, Microsoft is strictly more on the Microsoft and Windows-based applications. All right. So for core services, when we have compute resources, for example, so the AWS EC2, which is the elastic compute service that we have for AWS, it does similar uh, activities or functions just like the Microsoft Azure virtual machines because both allows you to create virtual servers on demand. Now we also have storage account like S3 buckets. So these simple storage services that AWS offer, it's also similar to what Azure storage, blob storage gives. So both offer storage for files, data, backup, and more. Additionally, we have the databases. So the AWS RDS versus the Microsoft SQL database. These actually have for the managed database solution with high availability. Now, if you look at it properly, you find out that those two, AWS and Azure, has similar approach into solving problem, but then they are just different terminologies. So some of the career opportunities and learning part that we can use for us to get started into AWS and Azure. First, for AWS, you can actually get started into AWS Certified Cloud Practitioner. Then you can aim for the AWS Solution Architect Associate. But for Microsoft Azure, you could actually get started with the AZ900, which is actually the Azure Fundamental AZ900 exam. Then you explore the Azure Administrator Associate, which is AZ104, going forward. All right, so some of the free resources that you could leverage on going forward for you to get started into either AWS or Azure, you could leverage on the AWS free tier, which is provided by AWS. Then you could use it just to learn some basic EC2 services, S3 bucket resource, and RDS for the free tier. However, you can also try to leverage from the Azure free account, which they give you while you get started or when you sign up for like 30 days, $200 worth of credit. So you can use these to learn Azure functions and also blob storage and in addition. So some of the learning platform that you could use to leverage on this AWS and Azure, you could start with YouTube, get started with the Microsoft Learn and also the AWS Q Builder platform to dive deeper into this journey of cloud computing. So the next thing is for us to know what to have in mind when choosing the right platform. So for us to get started into the right platform, we need to consider the preference, the pricing, and also the job market demand. So generally, you see a lot of people still use AWS today, and some people also use Azure. So it's right for you to understand what preference you need to offer these that need this particular service, and also what pricing model this company may need to offer, because these people have different pricing model. This platform has varying pricing model. So then you need to understand the job market in demand in your area or environment. Now, for us to get started into this journey, you need to understand to choose the platform you want to use for you to get started. You need to understand how to go about setting up those platforms. Though they are kinds of similar, but they just may have one, two different differences between them. Now, explore the free resource and start learning. But for you to really dive into this, the next step is just for you to first learn Linux if you want to go into DevOps, learn how to code, maybe script writing. Then, being the fact that you want to go into cloud computing and DevOps maybe at the end, you need to then learn cloud platform. So you can choose one of the cloud platform that is available, which is AWS or Azure or GCP. Then you can start learning them and also join cloud communities. So when you join this cloud community, to give you the opportunity for you to meet like-minded individuals and also network with people on LinkedIn, and you're good to go. So I believe you've understood some of the differences, or should I say, some of the AWS and Azure resources that are quite similar. So should you have any question, please feel free to drop it in the comment down below, and I'll be glad to answer your questions. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, because going forward, I'm going to be sharing some basic project that you can come up with both AWS and also Azure. So keep in touch and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of these updates going forward. Thank you for watching this video, and bye for now. Ciao, ciao.